What's up, fam? It's Nathan back with another 20-minute workout here. This is going to be a high-intensity workout, so get your towel ready, get your water ready, and get ready to move. We're going to get right into it here. We're going to be doing 3 minutes of work with a 1-minute break. I'll show you what to do for the next round in that break, but make sure you're ready to go and hit and play on that video here. So first thing we're going to do is start with some really easy high knees around the room. Whatever space you have is fine. We're just focusing on bringing opposite arm and leg up together, so like a toy soldier. Plant that bottom leg firm, lift the knee up high. We're starting in 3, 2, 1, here we go. So you can start stationary if you don't have any room. I prefer to move around a little bit. Plant down firm. Stay really tall with this movement here. Focus on bringing your knee to your chest rather than crunching down towards it. And get creative with it, go in any direction, doesn't really matter. Get those hip flexors working, you should feel the burn on the top of the hip. Keep your stomach tight here. Last 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to turn this into a skip. So now you're just popping up on the toes. Same movement. A little bit more bounce. So staying on the balls of your feet. Driving up tall. Good. Think of it as if you're skipping. Same way you would skip on the balls of your feet, only now we're just lifting one knee up. "15 seconds left, get ready to switch. Last 5, keep it going. All right, now we're gonna do C skip. So all that means is I'm gonna bring my one leg around as if I'm stepping over a hurdle. So I'm gonna step off to the side, lift over, off to the side, lift over. And you can do that forwards or backwards. Here we go. So a couple steps to the left, right leg comes up, step to the right, left leg comes up. Try to move the leg up and around. Keep your body relatively stable in one spot. Staying tall through all of this. Think of drawing a big circle with your hip. Halfway. Almost there. 10 seconds, couple more. 3, 2, 1. All right, get yourself a drink. We're gonna be moving on here to a little bit of shoulders. All right, guys. So we're gonna start with something called a bear crawl position, where you're gonna have your thumbs right under your shoulders, knees right under your hips, creating a square beneath you. We're gonna come up into this position, and we're gonna do shoulder taps. So I'm gonna try to stay really firm here. Don't slouch at the shoulder. Stay up tall. I'm gonna tap my opposite shoulder, trying to maintain a flat back as I do it. So nothing else moves. Stay as flat as you can, and keep your knees as low as you can to the ground. That's the challenge here. All right, we're gonna get started in 20 seconds. So after that one, we're gonna get into a downward dog crawl. So down dog position. You're in a push-up position, drop your heels, raise your hips, and then we're gonna crawl in this position, opposite arm and leg moving together, keeping the hips up high. And those will be our first 2. All right, let's get it going in 3, 2, 1. Get into that bear position. So hovering an inch off the ground with the knees, trying to stay as flat as you can. Take your time with each tap. Make sure your arms are locked out, shoulder blades locked out, pushing away from the ground or pushing the ground away from you. Biggest thing is not rotating like this. We don't want to be doing this. You want to stay as flat as you can, as if you're holding a plank. Keep it going, steady pace. Take your time with each one. And try spreading your fingers out too. That'll help distribute the weight in your hands, your wrists. Make it a little bit easier on them. Couple left here. 5 seconds. All right, now we're gonna raise our hips up nice and high, and we're gonna crawl. Opposite arm and leg. Stand on the balls of your feet. Whatever space you have. Keep those legs locked out. Arms locked out. Just raise your hips as high as you can. And move around, just pushing the ground away from you as far as you can. Feel your shoulder blades working here. Your hamstrings should be stretched out. Do your best to push your heels towards the ground as you go. Those arms up by your ears. One, two, three. All right, we're down. And we're gonna finish off with a lateral bear crawl. So same starting position, and we're just gonna move side to side, opposite arm and leg moving together. So it looks like this. Step your hands together, step your feet away, back to base. Hands together, feet away, back to base. It's always hands together, feet wide. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Hands together. And stay as flat as you possibly can. Keep those knees as low to the ground as you can. This is where it gets real challenging. And that's good. That's what we're after. Keep going, guys. You're almost there. 20 seconds left. Fight the burn through your legs, through your core. Almost there. Keep pushing. Last 10 seconds left. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. All right. Good job. Grab a drink. Got 1 minute off. You guys can't see this right now, but I'm out in Vancouver, got this beautiful view of the ocean, ships going by. Just a quick reminder to get outside if you haven't already. I know it's cold back in Ontario for most of the people, but if you have a chance, get some sun, get out there, it'll help you feel a lot better. And in lieu of that, just do this workout. So, we got 3 exercises coming up here. We're gonna start out in a half kneeling position, like so, knee right below the hip, left leg up in front. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna stand up quick and then kick straight off to the side. And the best way to do this is to really lean away, load up this leg, lock it out, and then push with the leg out. So as if you're sliding the chair away from you using this leg. So all one movement, up, kick, back down. All right, we're gonna do that, both legs, 1 minute each. And then we're gonna do a second one where we're gonna hold a split squat. So essentially, you're staggered 2 L shapes in your knees, and you're just gonna pulse right here. Real simple, but trust me, it's gonna burn. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Stand up, kick out, right back down. If you can do it all one move, even better. Up, kick, back down. And it should be pretty quick. Trying to get the heart rate up as quick as we can. Think of a lunge position to start. Pop up, kick straight up from this plant leg here. If you're anything like me, and you've had tight groin, you're gonna feel this, and that's good. Up, out. Sometimes I find it helpful to punch out with the kick. If any of you guys did martial arts growing up, karate, anything like that, you'll remember kick and a punch together. Up, out, and switching legs. Right leg forward, left leg up. Here, here. Right away. That's it, keep moving. Do your best to lean away from the kick, counterbalance that leg. Halfway there, guys. Just keep moving. That's the key here. We want to get our heart rate up, get our metabolism going. You want to burn some fat, just keep moving for 15 minutes consecutively. 3, 2, 1. All right, we're going to start left leg forward, right leg back. Get ready for a split squat position. So coming down, knee just hovering off the ground like so. And we're just going to pulse like this. A couple inches, not a big movement, but keep the weight in your front leg predominantly, back legs for support. 3, 2, 1, hover. Pulsing, really pushing through the front of your heel on that front leg. Slight lean over top of the leg, nothing crazy. Really feel that burn right here in the quad. Push the knee forward, let it go over the toe a little bit, pushing through the heel. Speed it up a bit if you can, if you're comfortable, or you want to challenge yourself. Switch legs real quick. 3, 2, 1. Pulse. Most of your weight's in the front leg. Work that leg mostly. Try not to give this too much of a boost. Almost there, guys. Keep pushing through the burn here. 3, 2, 1. There it is. Grab a drink. All right, we got 2 more rounds left. 3 minutes each. That's 6 minutes of work. Not that bad. If you keep moving, you're gonna feel great after this workout, I promise. So what we're gonna do is a little bit of boxing here. So if you did last week's workout, you know your stance, front leg forward, your left leg is forward. If you're a right hand dominant, this is the stance. So left foot forward, right foot out 45 degrees. If you're left-handed, just switch that up, like so. So what we're gonna do, left hand is gonna be number 1, right hand's number 2. And all it is, you're gonna throw a 1 straight down, there's like a tube right in front of you. Push that left hand right down the tube, right hand's gonna follow it directly down the path. So you're gonna go left, right, and just a little bit of rotation, okay? From this stance, it's easy to rotate your hips. So it all starts with the hips. 1, 2, 1, 2. Pretend like you're hitting something that you really dislike. We're gonna start with that. We're gonna do 90 seconds, just like so. Move around a little bit in between. 1, 2, 1, 2, move. 1, 2, 1, 2. All right? And then we're gonna follow that with some little variation throughout. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1, 2, step. 1, 2, 1, 2, step. And as you get comfortable, pick up the pace. Don't worry about looking silly. Nobody's watching, or at least hopefully nobody is. Full extension with the arms, lots of power. Pretend like you're really throwing a heater at somebody's head. Lots of rotation here. It's really good for your spine, really good for your hips, especially if you're sitting all day. Hey, come on over here. Give me a target. Good, we're gonna do another 30 seconds on this side, then we're switching. Make sure you're moving around in between. Last 10. All right, switch stance. Right leg forward. Now in between punches, we're gonna do a little bit of a little duck. Don't worry about how it looks or where you're going. Just literally get low, get back up. Punch, get low, punch. Here we go. 2, 1, 2, duck. Move around if you need to. Basically a set every time. 4 punches, sit, move. Pop around. And make it quick now, especially once you get the rhythm. Get low with those ducks. Pretend like you're actually ducking under a punch, ducking under a fence, bending over to pick something up in your house. Life prep here. Almost there, another 20 seconds, give it all you've got, all out. Last 10, everything you've got left in the tank. All right, there it is, grab a drink. If you're sweating as much as me, you know you're doing something right. That or I just sweat a lot. All right, to finish off, we're gonna work on those abs, get that 6-pack for you guys back home. So most of these are gonna be on your back, the first 2. Pretty straightforward. You're just gonna lay down on your back. First one, something called an active straight leg hold. So literally, as the name implies, you're actively squeezing your leg nice and straight, pull it up as high as you can, and we're gonna pull both legs up at the same time, drop one leg down, and hold. Hovering this leg off the ground about 1 inch. Other leg is actively trying to kick myself in the head, like so. So squeeze the quad, hold for 5, bring it back, switch legs. You can feel this in your lower abs, you can feel it in your hips. We'll start there, and then we're gonna do something called a wall bug. So you're gonna need to be close to the wall, where you can place your hands on the wall at about 90 degrees with your elbows. So pushing gently like so, and actively pushing, I'm gonna drop both knees down, and come back up. The goal is to keep my lower back flat on the ground throughout the entire move. So you shouldn't feel your pelvis rolling like that. See, when I kick out, my pelvis lifts up. I'm gonna try and stay as flat as I can by exhaling really, really hard and pushing against the wall. Maintain that tension, lock out. So those are our first 2, and then the third one's just gonna be a plank. So we're gonna get started in 3, get ready, both legs up, 3, 2, 1, here we go. 5-second hold, 4, 3, 2, 1, switch legs. I'll let you count it up from here. 5 seconds. Switch. Pulling actively with the top leg, extending with the bottom leg, keeping your stomach as tight as you can. Big breathing. filling up a balloon, you breathe in. Blowing out candles when you breathe out. Every last bit of air. Switch. You make this as hard as you need to by how hard you squeeze your entire body. Create as much tension as you can, and that's going to dictate how hard it is. Last one. All right, move over to the wall, wherever that is for you. Give you a second. Set up really close so you can push hard against it, hands flat against the wall. Bring your knees up to your chest, like so. Make sure your back's flat, and then you're just gonna kick out. If you can only go to here before your pelvis moves, that's fine. Hardest version, full extension. Easy version, right here. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Kick out, exhale. Bring it all the way back in. Big breath in. Exhale, bring it in. Hips are clicking or anything like that, don't worry about it, it's not a bad thing. Mine's doing that, that's why I say it. Just make sure you're using your stomach to maintain a nice flat back. If you're feeling this in your lower back, don't kick out as far. Just stop here. Almost there, guys. 15 seconds left, give it everything you got. Three, 2, 1. All right, we're gonna finish off here right into a high plank. So what you're gonna do is come up into a push-up position, feet shoulder width apart, wider if it's hard for you. For most of us, we're just gonna hold this. If you wanna make it harder, extend one leg at a time, and do that for 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, this is it, final push. Hold nice and flat, your shoulders are not slumped, elbows are locked out, and you're squeezing your entire body. So you're squeezing your butt, your legs are locked out, and you're just breathing deeply. If shaking's happening, that's good. You're doing it right. If your back's hurting, you're either too low like this or too high. You want to stay right in the middle. Force your entire body to hold against gravity. Make sure you're pushing on the toes, walking out those legs. In 3, 2, 1. And thus concludes another 20-minute high-intensity workout. Hopefully you got a nice good sweat on like I'm doing here. If you enjoyed it, make sure you like it, share it, send it to somebody who could use this during these lockdowns. Hope you guys are staying well, and if you have any questions, definitely reach out. Thanks so much.